Hey guys, this is Warren from BMW Sports Car with a new episode. This is episode 2, and today we're going to talk about how to find a BMW M3. And I'm just going to go really quickly into how I found my E92 M3 that this video is about. Okay, so let's talk about how to find an M3. So obviously we do on the web, and I'm going to talk about a couple of the websites that I look at, and it's going to be specific depending on which sort of M3 are you looking for. I was looking for a E46 M3 and also E92 M3, so I'm just going to show you some of the choices I go to for those. So obviously the first choice would be m3forum.net, which I think everybody will be familiar with, and like all forums, they will have a lot of different threads, and you always want to go to the one that is for cars for sale. And the E46, this particular m3forum.net, they're mostly populated with people who are interested in the E46 M3, so you will see mostly E46 M3 cars listed for sale. You will also find cars like the E36 and maybe occasionally the E30, but for the E92, this is not really the forum to go to. The other comment I would say about the E46, the base here at the M3 forum, is that they're very knowledgeable, so this is a great forum to go to about if you're looking to buy or you have one. There's a lot of great threads here that will talk about a lot of things about the E46 M3, but also you're probably not going to get the best deals on this particular forum because especially with the quantity of good E46 M3s that's coming into that's available to the public, it's going to be very competitive. People always come here to look for E46 M3, so if it's a good E46 M3, it'll go quickly, and so you're not gonna get the deals like you used to years ago. Another forum in the same venue, if you're looking for E46 M3, is E46 Fanatics, and they're not as populated as m3forum.net, but they're still good, and they also actually, for their classified section, they cover other cars besides the E46 M3. They actually cover the E46 platform, so you could find some other great E46 cars like a 330i. A lot of them are with the ZHP package, which was sort of the a special model that they placed and sold right underneath the M3. It didn't have the high strung inline 6 engine of the S54 engine, but it was still a really nice car. Now, when you're talking about E92 M3s and also the current M3, the F80s, you would go to m3post.com. Now, m3post.com actually has broken down the M3 section from the current F80s and then also the previous E90, E92s. And this is where actually I found my E92 M3. So again, like the M3forum.net, this forum is full of very knowledgeable people. A lot of great threads has been going on, obviously since the E92 came to the US in 2008. And again, you will go to the private sellers forum section right here in the marketplace. They have also sponsors, but you want to go to private sellers and you want to find cars for sale. So you go in here. Right now, because the E92, E90 platform is newer, there's a lot more cars to choose from, and as I wrote in or mentioned in previous videos, the price of the E90 platform is depreciating, is going down. So there's going to be a lot more cars coming on the market, and prices are going to go lower. So you're always going to, find some good cars, good deals. Now, one trick that I want to talk about, especially if you go like say the m3post.com, because it's a very active classified section, sometimes you want to make sure you go to all the pages, because what would happen, and there's nothing bad about sellers being like this, but some sellers are not really persistent with their posts. So what happens is, they put their post for the car for sale, and then they don't pay attention to it, and eventually, because new posts or post threads that have attention, people posting into the thread, sales threads, they get bumped up. So if it's neglected, your post, it'll get pushed down to the later pages. And the trick would be is keep on looking at the later pages, because what happened for me was I personally thought I got a great deal on my E92 M3, and the seller wasn't really active with his posting. He posted it up, and he didn't keep on checking up on it. He didn't keep on putting bumps onto the post. You'll see that a lot where people want to keep on, ooh, this is nice. This is a nice one too. Ooh, a little carbon fiber. If you keep on posting it, and the original posts may say bump, just to keep it up on the top of the page. But my seller didn't do it. So I found his ad all the way deep down and pretty much neglected. So what ended up happening, I think subconsciously, was that when I reached out to him, when we talked, because there was not probably that much attention to his car, it helped me get a better deal and more time to negotiate. If with the case with the m3forum.net, which is the E46 cars, because there's not many. See right here, you see it bolded. These are the latest posts that got attention. If there's a pretty decent E46 M3, it's gonna get a lot of attention. People can respond to it. Okay, another site that should not be neglected is bmwcca.org, which is the BMW Car Club of America. They have a marketplace which you could view. You have to go here, marketplace and classifieds. They have a lot of categories. So the trick is you click on the checkbox for M, and they will filter it just to show you the M cars. Now, a couple of things. There are some great cars here, but actually it's not, but these are great cars, and because they're coming from BMW owners who are part of the BMW Car Club, these cars are taken care of. So majority sense of the time, these cars, like this one right here, this is a nice one right here, actually, to tell you the truth. This, if you're looking for a DCT, this is pretty decent. Is for the price. Let's see how many miles it has. 60,000 miles. Interlagos blue, nice color. They're just asking 31,000. Maybe what? Let me see why. No accidents. Wow, no accidents. 31,000 is pretty cheap for a 2011 with competition package. I gotta say that's a pretty darn deal. Now here's the only thing. A lot of times this is actually a paid club, and people know in the marketplace you have to be a paid member to post it. So if you're interested in the car, the only way you could get the contact information for this person is to join. Sometimes the poster will put their information, like the phone number, on the actual ad itself, so that will circumvent it. But if not, your own choice will, you have to join up. So as I said, there's some great cars on this. That's fairly new. I just saw that. Again, here 2006 M3 competition package. SMG, but still decent. You guys go on, you'll see it for yourself. Okay, let's continue. Now, for local, believe it or not, Craigslist, works as well. And what you do is you type in BMW M3. Here's the trick: you gotta play with the filters a little bit. You always go up, you go for sale, right? And then you have to pick cars and trucks because this is gonna filter it down. Now, here's the thing about Craigslist, and I have experience actually buying cars from Craigslist. I don't think I ever sold a car on Craigslist, but I have bought cars from people on Craigslist. People here, I mean, Craigslist is good and bad. I mean, it has a nice, the good of it would be is that if you're looking to buy a car locally, Craigslist is great for you because right there, boom, bang. These are people who are local like you, and they want to sell it to somebody local. And it's, they put it on Craigslist because they want the locality. The other aspect as well is that you will probably get a better deal when you find a car on Craigslist, because there's an unwritten rule about Craigslist is that, people are cheap on Craigslist. Like when people, if you're selling a car, and I hear all the time from sellers that I deal with, on Craigslist, they say, oh, yeah, I get lowballs all the time because people just expect a great deal. And vice versa, one of the reasons why they think they can get good deals because sometimes you can. Actually, now that I recall, I bought my E46 M3 from a local seller who just posted it on Craigslist, and I got a hell of a deal on that car, only because it was local. He wanted somebody local to buy it. He didn't want any long distance hassles or getting calls from all around the country. So Craigslist does work at times, but there's also, on the other hand, too, a lot of scammers on both sides, buyers and sellers. I've seen ads where you know that it's a scam, it's a dealer or somebody who's saying they have a car sale, but they don't. So just be aware that it's great for local. You probably get good deals if you can find it. You'll maybe sometimes find a barnyard deal too. Sometimes people are just not internet savvy and they say, "Oh, I'll just put it on Craigslist and no place else." So you may have the advantage of finding a car that won't be posted on all these other sites, like M3forum.net. Like if you put on M3forum.net a nice E46 M3, you get like hundreds of people reaching out to you. But maybe some guy, older gentleman or older lady, not to be racist or sexist here, maybe they just put it here and boom, you have a nice deal. Okay, AutoTrader. I like AutoTrader. AutoTrader is, I think, a great car site, and the reason why is that you have to pay as a seller. You have to pay to post your ad on AutoTrader. So especially when you deal with private sellers, and they got a lot of great filters, so you could choose by radius. I do like say 75 because I prefer to buy local from somebody near me. I don't like to do long distance or a car sight unseen. You pick the years, price, etc. You actually go down. You could pick like a manual, etc. But the thing I was gonna say, and I think there's an option you could actually go into private. Yeah, right here. I think dealers only, private sellers only. So what I was gonna say is that besides dealers, with private sellers, these sellers are pretty serious because they're paying for it. They're not messing around. When they're selling the car, they're selling it on AutoTrader because they're serious. They want to get a deal done. So you're not going to have any gains with these guys on AutoTrader. And a lot of times they're up and up about the car as well. And again, there's some nice cars coming up. They're popping up all over the place. Okay, last but not least is Car Gurus. So Car Gurus is very simple, same thing. They sort of they kind of scrape across a lot of different places to get these ads. My sort of take on Car Gurus, I think it's nice to see what's out there, but I think they're very slanted toward local dealerships. So right now, if you see right here, this search that I just did, these are all dealers. These are all local dealers. All these cars. Maybe this one is a private. See, dealer. You're not gonna find that many private sellers, and to be quite honest, I mean, they have this thing, Car Gurus, where they'll tell you based on the price and location if it's a great deal or not. I tend to see, when I dig down and look at these ads, is that the reason why some of these are great deals is that they're the cars that are bought in auction. They may have some sort of history, like an accident or something, something weird, a lot of mileage for the years. And to be quite honest, I just don't think you find a lot of quality cars, because again, you're getting these listings from local dealerships, not even like nameplate dealerships like a BMW dealership, but from some local mom and pop dealership that specializes in, say, BMWs or Porsches, or Ferraris and such. And some people like it just to kind of get a grasp on what pricing is like and what's out there. But yeah, there you go. So that's the first part, where to go look for your M3. I will have other videos about the next steps, obviously, besides once you find M3, what to do next. So thank you for watching this video, and remember, if you want to learn more about BMWs, their sports cars, come to bmwsportscar.com. Also, if you want to get news on our latest videos, please subscribe to us. Subscribe to this channel, support us, come to our website, come to our Facebook page, like us, do all that stuff. Thank you very much.